What if I told you that Ice Cube just attempted a move that has the sports world buzzing? It involves two WNBA stars where one got a life-changing $5 million offer from the Big Three and the other, absolutely nothing. Any guesses? It involves another drama-filled event between Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. And you guessed it, Caitlin Clark was offered an unreal $5 million where Angel Reese was offered nothing. So why Caitlin Clark and why not Angel Reese? By the end of this video, you'll know exactly why Ice Cube drew that line, what it says about the future of women's basketball, and why this drama might just reshape the relationship between the WNBA and the Big Three forever. Stick around, because this story has everything: money, rivalry, and a decision that could change careers. Let's rewind to early 2024. Caitlin Clark was still lighting up college basketball with Iowa, dropping logo threes and rewriting college record books. Then, out of nowhere, Ice Cube and the Big Three slide into the sports conversation with a bombshell: a $5 million offer for Caitlin Clark to play in the Big Three. The Big Three, if you're not familiar, is Ice Cube's 3-on-3 basketball league filled with former NBA stars like Dwight Howard, Michael Beasley, and Paul Millsap. Now, here's the thing. Clark was weeks away from going pro in the WNBA. So, this offer? It was basically saying, hey Caitlin, skip the typical path, come play half-court ball with legends, and make more in one contract than most WNBA players see in a decade. And guess what? Even though Caitlin Clark turned it down, the offer wasn't about the game. It was about business, and Ice Cube wasn't shy about why he made the offer. It wasn't just about talent. It was about the Caitlin Clark effect. She isn't just a player. She's a walking marketing machine. Think about it. Packed arenas, record-breaking TV ratings, merchandise flying off the shelves. For the Big Three, having Clark in the league meant unlocking millions of dollars in sponsorships and viewership. In Ice Cube's own words, the thing with Caitlin Clark, it was just to unlock millions of dollars for the league because of her stardom. What our sponsors were telling us. Translation: Caitlin Clark isn't just good for basketball, she's good for business. Now, here's where things get spicy. During that same time, fans started asking, wait a second, what about Angel Reese? She's a star too. She's Caitlin Clark's rival. They've faced off in some of the most talked-about women's basketball games ever. Surely, if Caitlin Clark gets a $5 million offer, Angel Reese should at least get something, right? Well, Ice Cube's response? Brutally honest. Yeah, she's a great player, but our sponsors didn't tell us the same thing about Angel Reese. I don't know if we can make that same offer. Ouch. Not personal, he said. Just business. Let's unpack this. Ice Cube's decision boiled down to impact versus talent. Both Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese are amazing players. Both are all-stars. Both are faces of the new generation of women's basketball. But here's the difference: popularity and financial pull. Clark's presence in the Big Three meant instant sponsorship money, TV deals, and global headlines. For Reese, while she's a star in her own right, the financial upside, at least according to Ice Cube, just wasn't on the same level. It's not about whether Angel Reese can play. It's about whether Angel Reese can bring the kind of attention that makes a $5 million gamble worth it. This question came up too. Could the Big Three at least have offered Angel Reese a smaller deal? Again, Cube's answer was clear. I don't think we can make that same offer because it won't have the same impact to the league.
You think we can make that same offer because it won't have the same impact to the league.
So basically, even a smaller offer didn't make sense if the league wouldn't see a return on investment. From a business perspective, that makes sense. From a fan's perspective, that feels like a snub. What makes this so fascinating is the timing. The WNBA is growing. Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese are leading the charge in making the league more popular than ever. Meanwhile, Ice Cube and the Big Three are trying to grow their league by pulling in star power from outside. This wasn't just a contract offer. It was a battle for attention. Imagine if Caitlin Clark had said yes. The Big Three would have instantly stolen headlines and forced people to ask, is the Big Three a legitimate alternative for women's basketball stars? But since she said no, the WNBA got the best of both worlds: the hype and their superstar staying loyal to the league. For Caitlin Clark, this whole situation just added to her legend. She's now a two-time WNBA All-Star starter, even voted as a captain. For Angel Reese, the WNBA has been just as good. Also a two-time All-Star, a fan favorite with a growing brand. And even though neither player ended up in the Big Three, this saga shows one thing: women's basketball is hot right now. So hot that a men's league, founded by a rap legend, is willing to throw millions just to get a piece of the action. Of course, the media loves a good rivalry. Caitlin Clark versus Angel Reese is one of the best in sports right now, and Ice Cube just unintentionally added fuel to the fire. Because now, there's another angle. Caitlin Clark was worth $5 million. Angel Reese wasn't worth a dime. Even if that's not exactly what he meant, that's the headline fans are running with. And you better believe that the next time Clark and Reese face off on the court, this story is going to come up. Will the Big Three ever try this again? Absolutely. Ice Cube has made it clear. If there's a player who can bring in sponsors and eyeballs, he's willing to make a deal. Could that be Angel Reese someday? Maybe. Could that be another rising college star? Very possible. But for now, Caitlin Clark is the one who set the bar. So where do we go from here? This isn't just a story about Ice Cube, Caitlin Clark, and Angel Reese. It's a story about value, influence, and the changing power dynamics in sports. A rapper turned businessman just put a price tag on stardom, and that price was $5 million. And for better or worse, that price tag says a lot about how far women's sports have come, and how far they still have to go. So, what do you think? Should Angel Reese have at least gotten an offer? Did Ice Cube make the right call? And what would have happened if Caitlin Clark actually said yes to that $5 million? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you want more behind-the-scenes stories about sports, business, and the rivalries that keep it all interesting, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. Because trust me, this is only the beginning.